Okay guys, so you join me in the Dandenong region of Melbourne, and I'm out here about to do the 1 in 20 climb for the first time. If anyone in the area knows, they know this, so bike is here. It's a beautiful day. It's about 1:30, so it's a little bit later than I would have liked to have started this climb, but you know how it is, sometimes things don't go to plan, so let's get on this ride, baby. Okay, so we're on the 1 in 20 climb, about 2Ks in, and it is hard. It's my first attempt at like a proper climb. Trust me, it is not easy, but at least the scenery is just absolutely giving vibes. Check it out. We check in, a few more Ks in. Alright guys, we're a couple more Ks in, and this is when you realise you are in fact not Tadej Pogacar, but still we're giving it a go. You think Yarra Boulevard Hills are big? This is definitely the biggest thing I've done so far in terms of climbing. So, I don't know what the time's gonna be. We'll just see what it ends up being, I guess. But look at this scenery. Stunning out here. Unreal. Suffering, guys. Absolutely suffering. Loving it at the same time though. It's actually stunning out here. I live in Melbourne, but honestly, don't really ever spend any time out here. It's absolutely stunning, guys. Unreal. Absolutely suffering here. This is brutal. Scenery is nice though, so there's a silver lining. Alright guys, I have reached the top of the 1 in 20 climb. First attempt. That was hard. That was a struggle, to be fair. Like, it was doable, but again, I don't have a power meter, so I can't count my watts, but I will do at some point. But that was pretty brutal, to be honest. Strava's telling me about 25 minutes. I'll do a proper debrief when I sit down at the cafe at the end, but now for the best part of any climb, as any cyclist knows, we get to descend this bad boy. Let's see how this goes. This is gonna be fun. The scenery here, by the way, is absolutely stunning. If you're coming to Melbourne, or from anywhere else, to be honest, come out to do this climb. Even just drive it in a car if you want. It's beautiful, but time to descend. Let's go. Let's go, baby! These descents are wild. Let's get it! Stunning here, man. Absolutely stunning. Okay, that is the 1 in 20 climb done. Just finished the descent. It's absolutely crazy. The speeds we're getting up to there. It's definitely the fastest I've gone on my bike so far. But now it's time for a coffee stop at a cafe just over there. Yeah, that descent, man. The descent makes the climbs worth it every time. I couldn't get too much footage of the descent. I think I got 1 or 2 clips, but as you can imagine, going that speed, trying to hold a camera in your hand is very sketchy. So definitely gonna get one of those mouth mounts so that I can have the camera there and capture some absolutely epic footage. But either way, it's time for a well-earned coffee and some food. Let's go. Alright guys, so just finished up the ride. Just grabbing some food and a coffee at the 1 in 20 cafe. Aptly named, obviously. Yeah, so while we wait for some food, got some electrolytes. Well needed after that crazy climb. Let's just see what Strava's saying. What is Strava saying for my first 1 in 20? So it's about, I think it's about 7Ks, although Strava's telling me it's just about 6.83. I don't know how that works out, but anyway. 288 meters of elevation gain. That is, in the grand scheme of things, I suppose that's not a huge climb, but for me, who's pretty amateur or pretty beginner still at climbing, that's pretty good. So 25 minutes, 57 seconds, so just shy of 26 minutes for a first attempt. It says that like a good time, quote unquote good time, is like sub 20 minutes. So for my first attempt, with not much experience climbing, to get 26 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty chuffed with that, to be honest. I'm pretty impressed. My biggest climb, Strava's telling me. Yeah, I'll overload the map of the course so you can see it. But that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. The climb it's kind of like, the gradient is sort of, it's like climbing the whole way. There's sort of some, like I think there's 2 false flats throughout the thing, if I recall correctly. But the whole thing is just like one continuous climb, to be honest. So it's pretty tough on the legs. But I feel like it was doable though. Like, I feel like it was doable. Yeah, anyway. Let's get this food and coffee in. Well-earned food here, well-earned. Coffee's actually decent, to be fair. I'm a bit of a coffee snob, being from Melbourne, obviously. So it's actually pretty decent, to be fair. As I said earlier, though, to be fair, I wasn't actually chasing a time when I came here. I was just like, we'll just go out, we'll see, first proper climb, attempt, we'll see what we get. And I knew that like a good time was around that 20 minutes, or like sub 20 minutes, that's like a good time. And so to get just under 26, I'm actually pretty happy with that, to be honest. There we are. Just to add to that, I feel like you need to consider the time when you come here, because I've come on a Thursday and it was about, what time was it, like about 12:30 by the time I actually got on the bike and riding. And I thought, you know, like midweek-ish, that time be pretty quiet. To be honest, there were a fair few cars. But again, there's some blind corners, so it's a little bit slightly sketchy, but, excuse me, food's going down. But yeah, I think if you can do it, like the next time I come, I'm probably definitely going to come maybe on a weekend, like early in the morning, like before all that traffic starts, because I think it will be a lot quieter. And obviously I'm pretty comfortable riding with cars, that's not like new to me, but I think if you want to be here when it's a bit quieter, definitely come here earlier, because I was a bit surprised at how much traffic that small back road actually carries, to be fair. So
ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, destined by the motion, loving this devotion.
Alright guys, that is the 1 in 20 climb done and dusted. First attempt, just under 26 minutes. I'm pretty impressed with that. As I said, I wasn't going in for a time, but I'm about 5-6 minutes off what is considered a good time around that course. So happy with that. Next time I come here, I will be coming a little bit earlier, probably early morning, maybe even on a weekend, who knows. But highly recommend this climb if you're looking for a challenge. I'm pretty new to cycling still, and I found it doable. More than doable. It was, don't worry, we're in the pain cave, don't worry about that, but it was doable. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more crazy things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.